Welcome to Two Chicks, One
One vibe.
Vibe. This is our very first episode. And Sherri, how are you feeling?
Fantastic. How are you feeling?
Feeling good. I'm excited about this. Very excited about this. Um, Listen, Sherri and I just wanted to get together to bring you all some what we hope will be good content for you all.
What will be good content?
Okay, there we
We
go.
got to claim it.
It will be good content for you all. And we just want to engage you all, sort of bring you all into our world on this journey that we're going on. Um, and Two Chicks, One Vibe is, we've determined that our primary audience will be
Women.
with the hopes that anybody can benefit,
Absolutely.
whether it be a laugh or some nuggets of information or whatever from the content that we will put out there. So we're excited about this.
Very excited.
Yeah, and we hope that you all will engage us on this journey.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Something new,
Yeah,
fun,
something new.
exciting, all that good stuff.
And so the way that we wanted to roll this out is that we first wanted you all to get to know us.
Just a little bit.
And so we're going to start these first couple of episodes off with me interviewing Sherri, and then Sherri is going to interview me. And if there are other things that you all want to know about us outside of what's being discussed during the interviews, let us know. Put it in the comments, all that stuff.
As long as it ain't too personal, we're not going.
Yeah, absolutely. But now that I'm mentioning that, we should also tell the people where the episodes will be available.
Okay. We're gonna talk to the people.
Yes.
Okay. Spotify.
Yes.
YouTube.
Yes.
Facebook.
Yes.
Instagram.
Yes.
X.
No.
Okay. There it is.
But also TikTok.
Oh, TikTok.
Yes.
Okay.
So make sure that you all like, follow, and share.
And share.
In that order. Like,
Yes.
follow, share, and subscribe. So yeah, pick us up on Spotify. You can listen to us in your car. And then you can come home and watch our beautiful faces on YouTube.
Okay.
A double dose.
Okay.
So yeah, make sure you all are following us on all the social media platforms and subscribing to our YouTube channel.
Okay.
So before we get into the interview of Sherri, I feel like we need to provide some context around how we even got to this point, like how we got to the point of deciding that we even wanted to do a podcast.
You mean when I was being nosy and begging and pleading and asking if I could participate, please? All in your business. Is that what you are referring to?
None of that is true, by the way.
It's true.
No, but thinking back to how we even met, we had been familiar with one another from tennis.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, we both played tennis. But we weren't really like friends.
No.
And
but we were cool. I mean, she was one of the ones that I was like, oh, I like Sean.
Yeah, and vice versa, honestly. And it wasn't until recently when I realized that you were coordinating a team on the Bowie Sport Fit League, blah, 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 ended up playing on it. And that is how we became even more familiar with one another. Excuse her, she's having something
going on.
It's okay.
But you notice how she said became more familiar with one another. She still hasn't claimed me as a friend. But we were more familiar with one. Go ahead, finish telling your story. Go ahead.
That is not it. I am just describing what it was at the time.
Right, and I wasn't nothing. So now y'all can see how I was begging and pleading, and but anyway, go ahead, finish with your little story.
No, and then so I didn't realize that. So I had a podcast before with someone else, and I didn't realize that you had come just happened upon a snippet of something on social media, and you had asked me about it, and I was like,
I was
oh
like, oh, look at Sean, look at Sean. I was very excited when I saw a familiar face on the podcast. So I was like, and I love podcasts, so I was really into it. And so it sounds corny, but I was like proud. I was like,
yeah,
oh, that's so. It was just really
oh,
cute, and her, and I won't say who the other person is, just to protect the innocent. But I just thought it was really cute. They had a nice little vibe and all that, so I was really excited for her.
you never told me that, but
Yeah.
that's great. That's great. Um, So yeah, and then we saw each other on the court again one time, and you were like, "Well, what happened to the podcast?" And I was like, "Girl, X, Y, Z happened. It ended." And we were about to play against each other, or were we? No, we were partners on this particular time,
Okay.
and like it was like so I had mentioned that it ended, and then we started playing, and then you had said something else. Like the comments were kind of spread out.
See, because she wasn't, very welcoming and engaging. She's very engaging now, but so she told me that she was going to start up another podcast and that she had met somebody on a cruise, like some random person that she never knew, but they hit it off and they decided that they were going to have a podcast. And so I was, because I've always kind of
I was
secret.
actually in Italy
Oh, it
when I
wasn't a
met.
cruise?
No,
Oh,
it
okay,
was
okay. But it was someone you met
yeah,
while on
yeah.
vacation.
Mhm.
And so, I always wanted to have a podcast, and me and a very close friend used to joke about having a podcast, and it just never did. And so when she said that she was going to start a new one with this random person she didn't know, I was like, I want to do that, but I didn't say anything because she was just familiar with me. We weren't. And so
The
we played.
shade.
So we played the whole match, and then when we got off the court, we were walking off, and I kind of circled back around to the conversation, and then I said, "Oh, I'll do it with you," and then she's like, Let me check with my new girl, and see if she's open to having you." I was like, I heard that.
That is not how I said it,
That's
Sherri.
exactly. And then she had like a little stank face with it too, and I was just so I was like, just like a man, she'll be back. She'll be back. Then we had the little conversation, and
Mm-hmm.
we were definitely vibing. We had like very similar thoughts about what a podcast should look like and what we should
Mm-hmm.
do, and the topics, the audience, everything. And then she's like, "Well, I still need to call my girl."
Well, it was more of she and I had started, has really started in detail,
Mm-hmm.
like planning out what we were going to do, and so that was the only thing. Like I needed to figure out how am I
I knew
going
it wasn't
to
gonna work.
approach this conversation with this other person to bring on a third party. So things worked out the way that it was supposed to because that situation also ended up not happening. And so then you and I started having more conversations. But, understand that with me, it was more of, okay, here we go with a third person. I need to make sure that you are serious about this. Because
And
it
she had her little laptop, and
could
she was like, I was like, "Well, damn. I mean,
have
it's a good idea. I said I'd do it, but."
just like that. And I was like, yeah, that's why I need to make sure that you are 10 toes in. But yeah, and then, things started to evolve. Sherri and I, you and I started to, through that process, get to know one another, which
Mhm.
we're still getting to
Mhm.
know
Mhm.
one another. But I do consider you a friend.
Thank
So,
you. Damn, how hard does a sister have to work to be your friend? Ugh.
no, I was just, when in telling the story, I was just kind of telling it
The truth.
as
She was familiar with me.
it
I got it.
was. So here we are.
Here we are. Very
And
excited.
yes, and I'm excited to be doing this with you
Yeah.
because, as we have had conversations, you know, we keep finding these areas of alignment,
Hmm.
which for me, um, it helps with bringing that sort of reassurance that this can be something. Like in my head I have so many ideas about where this can go, what it could be, different elements that we can bring in. And so but we have to do
Baby
things
steps.
yeah, decently and in order. So
Oh, go ahead. I caught that.
so yeah, I am excited to be doing this and on this journey with you, and excited about what it can become.
Yeah.
So, are you
If
just as
anything,
excited?
I am. I mean, and I I haven't really thought about all that it can become. I'm just open to the process,
Mm-hmm.
and if a friendship develops, a meaningful friendship, that's a win. And we'll just explore we'll just explore and go wherever our little hearts desire and see what develops. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited about that. I mean, and it's new, uncharted territory for me. I mean, I'm a geeky, like, IT type person. This is way outside of my comfort zone, but I mean, I think it's exciting. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be fun to do with you.
Awesome. So let's get into getting to know Sherri.
How did this
All
get to be
right.
the first episode? But go ahead.
So tell us a little bit about how you grew up, where you grew up, how you grew up, your household, all those things.
All those things. Okay, so I grew up in Maryland, in the DMV,
Mm-hmm.
in a predominantly white neighborhood. Like, we were the Black family,
Mm-hmm.
so that's predominantly white, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
we were the Black family, and had the nuclear family. My mom and dad are high school sweethearts. Um, I have an older brother, and we were just kind of like there. I mean, my dad worked for the government. Um, my mom was in daycare at that time, and then she, moved a couple different places. But a very close nuclear family.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, that's it
Okay.
in the DMV.
A lot of alignment there also. But this is your interview. But
Okay, thank you.
my parents were government workers also, and I have an older brother.
Mhm. That's good.
How many years apart are you all?
4.
4 years.
See, who
Lord
knew?
have mercy.
Who knew?
Describe so where did you go to school?
So I went to Four Seasons Elementary. You mean like elementary school or like college or
All.
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was in Anne Arundel County. Went to Four Seasons, and
Four Seasons has a school? Okay. That sounds
yeah.
very like when
Well.
I, when you think of Four Seasons. But anyway, go
Oh,
ahead.
oh, oh! You're thinking of the okay. No,
No.
girl, not at all. But yeah, and then went to actually, I almost forgot this. So from elementary school, around sixth grade, my family moved to Japan.
Oh.
So my life is kind of broken. Well, it used to be broken into like before Japan and after Japan. And then during Japan was a whole thing in and of itself. But yeah, so I went to Four Seasons Elementary. Then we lived in Japan, which was absolutely amazing.
I'm sure.
My dad, being he wasn't military, but government employee, went over there and did some work for about 4 years. And then we came back and we moved back to the same house, same friends, same all of that. So that was a really weird because, you would think that it would be good coming back to a familiar home, a familiar friends and all of that, but everyone changes. So you think about the time
Mhm.
between sixth grade
Mhm.
and after you're in your 10th grade year.
Mhm.
That's a huge, you go through all of middle school, right? So
Yeah.
that's a huge difference in who you are and how you are. So
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
my best friend, her name was Jody, one of my, neighborhood friends.
Mhm.
I leave. We're in sixth grade. She was a year ahead of me. But then when I come back, she's one of the kids that's smoking and all of that. So it was just very different.
Jody had a rough life.
Jody was
She was
going
stressed
through
out.
some things. And she used to have this short Dorothy Hamill haircut when I left. And when I came back, her hair was down here, and she was just a really pretty girl. But before I left, she was not. And but she just grew. Now I don't mean it like that. I don't mean it like that. But she like really matured and became really very pretty, like striking pretty. So
Okay.
that's how I mean it.
Okay.
But it was just very different. And then there was another young lady in the neighborhood who had she was, the chubby kid, and then she had lost all this weight and became part of the in crowd. And so everything shifted. So when I came back, you think you're coming back to your community, but everything has changed. So it was really interesting.
So when you say you came back to the same house, your parents never sold the house
No,
when you
they
were
rented it
okay.
out. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, and so you went to the Four Seasons
Elementary.
Elementary, and then
We moved to Dama,
Japan.
Japan,
Uh-huh.
and then came back, went to Arundel High School, went to University of Maryland, all of that.
Oh, okay. And yeah, we were discussing how we both went to University of Maryland and probably know some of the same folks.
Mm-hmm.
And you're an AKA or Delta?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Gotcha. All right. So when you were a little girl, or even um, as you were growing up, what types of things did you dream about?
Oh, one thing I used to do, I don't know if I dreamt about it, but one thing I used to do, remember back in the day, everyone had like magazines in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had a Jet.
Yes,
and
Ebony.
right? So what I would do as a little girl, I would go in the bathroom and I would just open up the magazine to any page, and I would like read copy as if I was an anchor
Oh,
on the
that's
news.
interesting.
And so I can read out loud really well because I used to do it every time I'd go in the bathroom. I would just open and read a random page out loud as if, and I'd look up as if I was on the news at the news desk. So that was, I guess, in some way, that was something that I dreamt of.
You were meant to do a podcast.
Oh, see how you put that together?
Yes.
I hadn't considered it. But yeah, that's what I used to do all the time. And then I found out that you had to go into journalism, and I was like, I'm not doing that.
Let me scrap that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that because all that reading and writing, I had no interest. So I just abandoned that and did something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you?
Oh, and I wanted to be a gymnast too.
Oh, okay.
And so I was always flipping. But my parents really couldn't afford to send me to like the Royalties gym club. That's where all the other children would go.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just had to flip. My mom said, just flip your ass outside. So that's what I did. And but it was all good. When we moved to Japan, I was able to join the little gymnastics team with my coach, Mr. Johnson. He was the PE coach.
Okay.
And yeah, he introduced me to my first love.
Which was gymnastics or
Jamocha almond fudge ice cream.
Wait, the gym teacher introduced you to this?
Yes, because we had a gymnastics meet, and this was when we were in Japan. We had to catch the train to whatever school, I don't know. And after the competition, there was a Baskin Robbins, because Baskin Robbins is worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Baskin Robbins, and we were all trying our little flavors, and I was getting like mint chocolate chip, or we were getting like the standard kid ice cream, and he was like, "Try this." It changed my life.
What is it again?
Jamocha almond fudge.
Oh, ice cream.
Mm-hmm. And Wegmans has a better version than even Baskin Robbins, but it is.
Okay.
So yeah, so shout out to Mr. Johnson, changing my life.
Yeah.
To this day, it's my absolute favorite ice cream.
Oh, they still have it.
They absolutely.
Oh, okay.
It's so good. I had some last night, as a matter of fact.
I'm not really an ice cream. Just No, I'm not really an ice cream type of girl, but I do eat ice cream, but it's not like a top of my list in terms of
But if you say it like I do eat ice cream, that there's not
yeah.
enough love in that statement, so we can move on.
Okay, we'll move on. And so, what about? So, you had dreams of being a gymnast. Did you have dreams about the type of career that you wanted, or, um, you know, did you? You know, a lot of young girls have the typical dream of, getting married, having children, all that stuff.
No, never. I didn't have that dream. Just the dream of reading copy at the news desk. That was it. And at one point I thought I wanted to be an architect, and my dad doesn't remember this, but he said to me, "Girl, ain't nobody gonna hire a black girl to build their buildings." And I said, "You know what? You're right. That's true. I mean, because if you think about the time that we were coming up, that was probably a true statement." And so he was like, "You're good at math. You're good at science. You should be a computer scientist." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." And then that's what I did
Hmm.
because I love my daddy, and so I do.
Because you
Pretty
love
much.
your dad. Okay.
So pretty much whatever he says is like gold.
Yeah.
And I say, my daddy can't walk on water, but he can take a few steps.
Hmm. That's interesting because um again, this is your interview, but so let me ask you,
Uh-huh.
what do you think about, or do you think that there is some truth to the skills that you enjoy using most are those that will lead you to the career that makes you happiest?
Do I believe that?
Hmm.
To some extent, yeah, I think so.
The reason why I ask is because I think we all, when we were growing up, did what we thought our parents wanted us to do or
Mhm.
heard our
Mhm.
parents tell us they wanted us to do.
Mhm.
So, like, I started working in the government. You did the computer science thing because your dad was like, you like this, and this, so do
Mhm.
computer science, and that's why you did it.
Mhm.
However, is that like I found that the government wasn't for me. Working for the federal government just wasn't for me.
Right.
You know what things became of, like, how did you? First of all, are you still working in that field now?
Yes,
Okay, you enjoy it?
I do.
Oh, okay,
I do.
okay.
Because to me it's a blend of art and science a
Mm-hmm.
little bit with what I do. So I do like it. Could I like something better? Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would love to be able to get into physical therapy. I considered it, um, but they don't have any part-time programs. I was going to go back to school and everything to
Mm-hmm.
be a physical therapist, and just because I think that people, once we get to a certain age,
Mm-hmm.
we absolutely have to kind of relearn how to move our bodies, the importance of it. It's just critical, and oftentimes people don't age well because they're not moving well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I really wanted to get into physical therapy, but I was like, I can't quit my job. Like at the time, I had
Yeah.
kids in college or in private school. And so I was like, I can't quit and go back to school full time to pursue a career. And so, anyway, that was short lived. Um, but yeah, so I probably would do something different now, but my field has been good to me. So I'll ride it out until.
Very good.
Yeah.
Did you uh like I don't want to keep bouncing back and forth, but in school, did you play any sports or anything?
So I didn't really play.
Is that a yes or no?
So I didn't really play sports really.
Uh-huh.
Um, so when I was stateside, in high school, I cheered and I was in the band, and that was it. The only little black cheerleader. But when I was in Japan, I was also a cheerleader. But I was like, I was Willie's little sister, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so my brother had his whole group of friends, and they were like, they were all cheerleaders and upperclassmen and stuff like that. And so when I come in as a freshman, I wanted to try out to be a cheerleader. And so I made the varsity team. And so I got to hang out with all the upperclassmen and, all of that stuff. And so after football season and basketball season, there was track. So
Mm-hmm.
most of the cheerleaders ran track after whatever. So I was like, me too. So I joined the little track team. And what made me giggle is I remember, you know, running, and I did hurdles and stuff like that. And so I remember I was in a competition, and we had on our white jerseys. I'm running hurdles, and face planted and slid. So my whole
Oh my God.
because when you're running hurdles, my foot clipped the hurdle,
Yeah.
and then I fell and slid in all of this because the track was that rubbery red
Mhm.
clay stuff.
Mhm.
All my jersey was just all red up the front,
Oh my
and
goodness.
I could die because Kevin Maxwell was there, who I adored. Yeah, and he,
Oh.
so he wasn't paying me any attention, but he was there, so I was very humiliated, very embarrassed. And so that's the first thought that came to mind when you asked about sports.
Okay. So no, you didn't.
I'm not claiming any of that. I tried, but I'm not claiming any of that. Which is ironic because playing tennis, most people say, "Oh, were you an athlete in school?" No, I was too silly. I was always laughing. I tried to play volleyball, and there's this girl named Pauline Hoffman. She got so mad at me because I'm laughing and being silly, and she was trying to win. So anyway,
Mhm.
yeah, no, I was not an athlete.
Okay. And then how long when did you start playing tennis?
I was almost 41 when I started playing tennis.
Oh, so you and I started around the same time then.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Very good. So, fast forward to Sherry today.
Mm-hmm.
Are you dating?
I am.
Okay. You don't want to say anything else about that. We can move on. We can move
Well, I don't
on.
have permission. I would need some kind of authorization
Oh,
from
okay.
him.
Okay. Well, we'll move on.
He's
uh,
lovely, by the way, but
okay. That's very good. Very good. And we'll leave it at
we'll
that.
leave it at that for now. I'm sure there'll be little dribs and drabs, but for now, that's good.
How do you unplug? Like, how do you, after your work day or whatever, how do you unplug?
I don't. I feel like I'm working all day, every day, into the night. Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I mean, I do enjoy what I do, and I am bound and determined to see this project through. I'm working on a specific project, so I'm really working hard to help it be successful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But normally, under normal circumstances, tennis is always an outlet, and I
Mm-hmm.
still play tennis in the evening. So it does help me kind of unplug a little bit, but I do like to read, but not a whole lot. But I'd say probably playing tennis and tinkering around the house and playing in the yard and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing exciting.
Okay. Okay. So, do you intentionally plan vacations throughout the year, or do you just happen upon vacation and be like, oh, okay, let's go here? Or do you vacation?
So, myself personally,
We're asking about
I
Sherry.
I
Yes. Mm-hmm.
prefer to plan my vacations and things like that. But the person we were just talking about,
Mm-hmm.
he just says, "Oh, let's go here,"
Mm-hmm.
and
I'm very familiar with that.
it's just a little like, and then he'll do it back to back. Like, we're going to like some conference next week, and then we turn right around. Like, we get back on Saturday, and then turn right around on Wednesday and go to California for another X period of time. So that's very challenging for me.
Conference sounds like work, or is it like a dating a conference on dating?
Hmm.
Like
Well,
it.
well, so I'm just putting all the trips in one basket. So
Okay.
yeah, it's just a
Okay.
lot of moving parts, and I like home base, and so he doesn't mind going and ripping and running, and his family's from California, so and he has a home out there, and so he's fine with half his stuff here and half his stuff there and all that. I don't I don't do well with that. I like my
Mm-hmm.
stuff where I am,
Mm-hmm.
and So anyway,
Yeah.
and then we talk about planning trips, and then it'll be 2 weeks out, and we'll like, oh,
Yeah.
let's go here.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. I'm very familiar with that. Woo, come back, LaShonne.
Do you want to spend a few minutes to talk about
No,
it?
no, no, no. This
Okay.
is getting to know Sherri. Um, Describe your personality because for the length of time that I have known you, I can't really figure out if you're
Really?
introverted or extroverted.
I'm on the border. So I can be very much extroverted,
Hmm.
but I still need to be, I need some downtime
Yeah.
to recharge and all of that because I like people. I
Hmm.
like engaging with people. I find people fascinating. And so, it's not an act when I'm talking to someone and, asking questions and things. I just find people really
Yeah.
interesting and understanding their background and where they've come from and, all of that good stuff. Um, but I like me too. So
Hmm.
I like to be at home and just kind of entertaining myself. And I know it sounds really odd, but I could be around this house just having a good old time
Hmm.
by myself. And my friend is like, you should go to bed. I'm like, nah, I like to stay up and just hang out with me for a little while. And so,
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you on that. I can totally relate to that.
yeah, it's good stuff. And catch up on my little shows, my little podcast, all of that.
Yeah. What are some pet peeves of yours?
I can't stand being ignored.
Hmm.
Do not ignore me. I can't stand that. That's a pet peeve.
Now, when you say ignore, do you mean like you're talking and somebody is not paying attention?
Like things that happen on the tennis court from time to time.
I feel like this is
No, we're not going
coming
anywhere with
back to
that.
me, but
It is coming back, but not that you have ignored anyone, but you have been ignored. I've seen it for myself.
well, I again, this is Sherri's.
But I've seen it. So that kind of thing that irritates me.
Yeah, I mean, I know how to ignore people
Yeah.
and tune people out.
hmm
Um,
My one of my friends used to say, "Don't underestimate the art of the ignore." So she mastered it. Usually as it relates to a relationship, but she had mastered that.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't like being ignored. I can't stand that.
Okay.
hmm
That's a top of your list. That like that's
That's top.
okay. And what are two others, if they exist?
I don't know. I think I'm pretty. I mean, everything else is just like contextual. Like
Mm-hmm.
it
Mm-hmm.
just it depends. But I think that's definitely top of my list. But everything else,
Okay. Wow. um, Name one or two things that you just cannot do without. You can't.
Jamocha almond fudge ice cream.
Okay. Moving right along.
No, I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah, that was
that's
the first
fine.
thing.
This
Yeah,
is
that's the first thing that came to mind.
ice
But
cream. Okay, gotcha. What was? Do you remember the very first concert that you had ever been to?
I don't remember the first concert, but I know I was an adult.
Hmm.
Like, my parents didn't play that. Like, you can't go to DC, you can't really go into Baltimore hardly at all. Like, my parents they didn't, they from down south. They just weren't trying. I couldn't do any of that. And so it wasn't until I probably was out of college and on my own before I went to a concert. I was
Hmm.
probably married because I got married like right out of college.
Hmm.
Um, I don't remember the first, um, but I do remember a time that like I went to the Listener. That's at GW and
Oh,
and
the yeah, listener
Listener,
auditorium.
and
Yeah.
then who did I see there? Incognito.
Oh.
Yeah, with Mesa.
Oh, yes. That was
Yeah,
good, I'm
that was
sure.
good. That was
Mm.
good. So that was one of my earlier memories of going to a concert, but I didn't start going until I was like an adult.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's actually one of the things that I love doing. Is like I'll go to the
Like live
Birchmere.
music.
Live
Yeah.
music is just absolutely hands down one of the best things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I love that.
Yeah. So do I. Okay. A little bit of rapid fire.
Okay.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Wine or liquor?
Ooh, liquor.
Light or dark?
Light. Or whatever anyone's serving. I don't care, but okay. I'll pick light.
Text, call, or FaceTime?
Depends on the person. Okay, I gotta pick one.
Yeah.
Text, call, or FaceTime. Definitely not FaceTime. I'm gonna go with text.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're interesting with texting also.
Oh
I
my
just want to put
gosh.
that. I just want to put that.
That's another conversation for another day. But she gets
Right.
all
It's
specific.
a combination. Yes, because we communicate. We communicate very differently. I've noticed that's
Yes.
something that I realized very early on. No one is.
I'm feeling judged.
It's just no. It's just different.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. I'm not saying that I communicate better than you or you communicate better than me. It's just different. There's always this underlying tone that when people say stuff that there's always this underlying tone of judgment.
What the hell is she saying?
Like you're
What's she talking about?
that one is better than the other, but I'm really not. I'm really not saying that. I'm saying I realized early on that we communicate differently. So, and I'm just going to leave it there. We'll leave that for another episode.
Because I want to get into it. Because I'm always being called on the carpet for not being clear.
By me? Okay, we'll discuss that on a different episode. Okay,
because she's always asking me.
Okay, we're gonna continue talking about it.
But I feel like sometimes, things are implied. She don't play that. She does not play that at all. She's seeking clarity at all costs.
Yes.
And I do know that I am kind of like, it's implied. And that can be problematic, especially since we're just getting to know one another. You like, bitch, I don't know what you're talking about. Not that she's ever said that. But in the did you mean 7:00? That's what I hear sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if we were all the same, life would be so boring.
I know this person who used to always say it takes all kinds to make the world go round.
That's right. So
I've been working on my clarity.
Which I am not saying you need to work on anything.
No,
I'm just saying it lets you know how to. People are different, and you need to know specifically how to work with people specifically based on how they operate.
Right.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Can I continue with my rapid fire?
Thank you.
Jeez, took a sharp left. Sweet or savory?
Sweet. Absolutely.
Right. The double. What's the name of it? Monkey chunk. What's the name of it? Chunky monkey. What? Fudge.
Okay. Jamocha almond fudge. Get it right, because if I ever come, ill or something, and you need to bring me something to make me happy, Jamocha almond fudge.
And what is Jamocha?
Coffee. It's like coffee flavored ice cream with almonds and a little bit of twirl fudge in it.
Oh, now the coffee flavor.
I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you.
So perhaps I'll try it.
Oh, I brought you something too, so you can take it home.
Did you bring me the bacon?
I did. Oh, I did.
I cannot wait.
You're gonna like this bacon.
Early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
I can't get it out. Heels or flats?
Heels.
Tennis shoes or heels?
Heels.
Oh, okay. You like I said
heels.
Okay.
Because heels are very. I mean, they make you look pretty.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Gloss or lipstick?
Gloss.
Okay. Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Hello. Right.
He's usually running around somewhere trying to get all up in the videos, but he's tired today. It's hot outside.
Yeah, and I will say this, that I am not a dog person, an animal person at all, but Sherri's dog is very sweet. And what is he?
An American Staffordshire Terrier.
All of that.
Which people say when they don't want to say pit bull.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I thought he was a pit bull.
That's what people say when they don't want to say pit bull. But he's sweet to people.
Yeah, very lovely. Like I've come to like even like the dog.
And I call him Chauncey.
I call him King because I thought
His
that
name
was
his
his
name is
name.
King, but I had to take him from my friend. So I really pretty much just took the dog.
What was the dog's original name?
King,
Okay, and you renamed him Chauncey.
Chauncey,
What does he answer to?
both.
Okay. All right. Lowry's seasoned salt or garlic powder?
Before I'd say nothing, my food was very bland. I figured a good Lord made broccoli taste the way it does, and so you eat that. Um, but now that I'm in this relationship, he puts garlic on everything.
Love.
Garlic and curry. I'm like, everything should not be yellow and it's gonna stain your teeth. But he puts curry on eggs, on you name it, he puts curry on it.
Is he um
Black. He black. He's a black man from California, but he puts curry on everything. I don't know. Someone told him it has medicinal purposes.
Well, it does.
Well,
The
he's fine then.
curcumin and
He's very healthy for it.
yeah. Yeah.
He puts that shit on everything.
Oh,
And I'm
okay.
like, your macaroni and cheese shouldn't taste like curry.
No. Now that's yeah.
I mean, that's an exaggeration, but not really.
Curry does have
What?
medicinal properties. It's good for your brain, first of
Is
all.
it?
It's good for your joints.
Okay. I thought the turmeric is turmeric in curry.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Or vice versa. Anyway. Or maybe it's the curcumin that's in chow. It's good for you. Just eat
That
it,
could be
Sherri.
another
Just eat
episode.
it.
Well, I do because he cooks more than me and he cooks way better than I do. And there's love in his cooking. So he does a lot of the cooking. I
Yeah.
do breakfast and he'll do a lot of the dinners.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's enough rapid fire. We're about to wrap this up,
Yes.
but a couple more questions.
Shoot.
Why did you want to do a podcast?
One, it seemed like it would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I love podcasts
Mm-hmm.
because I've learned so much on podcasts. I find the people very interesting and subject matter is interesting. Um, Three, it was something different,
Mm-hmm.
totally outside of the box for me. And yeah, I just figured why not?
Okay.
It'll be exciting.
All right. So, are there any if there were a room of young girls here,
Hmm.
what would be your top two pieces of advice to them?
So the first thing would be have a top five or top three. I kind of governed my life with a top three
Mm-hmm.
when I became a single mother. This is something a really close friend of mine shared,
Mm-hmm.
and from her therapist, and she's like, "You got to have a top five."
Mm-hmm.
And so it really was like guiding principles. And so when I was a single parent, it was like educate my children, keep a roof over our head,
Mm.
and eke out a little fun for myself. And every single solitary decision in my life went through that filter.
Mm.
It either had to educate my children, it had to ensure that we kept the house, a roof over our head, or it was a little bit of fun for me. And so it just simplified my life like ridiculously because if it didn't meet one of that criteria, it
Mm-hmm.
didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just kind of unapologetic about it.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't doing it. If it didn't educate, so I would kind of share that philosophy with
Mm-hmm.
them,
Mm-hmm.
and just in helping to have some direction and guidance in their life.
Sure.
And then the other thing I would, it sounds so cliche about to say it, but it's really true. You have to just own your own power. Like, don't let people, no is a full sentence, and don't let people dictate what you do and how you do it. Like you get to decide all your stuff. Like whatever you want to do, it's your choice. However you want to live, it's your choice. You know, do you want to get married or not? That's on you. Do you want to have babies or not? That's on you. Do you want to move to a different state? And so I think, just, you say own your own power, but it's just really kind of being comfortable in your own skin
Mm-hmm.
and doing what you like, because people would have you do all kinds of stuff that serves them.
Mm-hmm.
And so you need to look out for your own best interest.
Hmm.
So those are the two things that I would share with young women.
Okay. Let me ask you this. If there were a room full of women within your demographic, our demographic, let me not put you out there,
Mm.
what's the one piece of advice you would give them?
Two things come to mind. The first thing is own your own power,
Mm-hmm.
make your own decisions, because even at this big age,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of women still have a very difficult time
Yeah.
making their own decisions and doing what they want. It's like, but no, you want me to do this, and oh no, and just do what you want to do,
Mm-hmm.
and be unapologetic. Um, and the second thing that I thought about was a conversation I had with my neighbor yesterday, and we were talking about weight. And she was talking about losing that last 25 pounds, and whatever. And for women our age, just stop. You the size you are. Embrace that and keep it moving. And let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because the moment you stop fixating on it is the moment you'll lose the weight.
I'm not a believer of that, but okay.
Yeah, that's what I believe.
Okay.
Because those things that you focus on, and I gotta lose weight, and I got this 5 pounds, I got this 5 pounds, I got this. Well, you always gonna have the 5 pounds. But if you just free to move about the country, do your own thing, and you don't fixate on it, then you start living your life to kind of shed those pounds and keep it moving.
Okay.
And I'm not at my ideal weight right now,
Okay.
but I'm sick of talking about it, and I'm not going to be 90, God willing, still talking about weight up in the hospital. Ooh, I got it. I'm over it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very good.
So that's it.
Well, this was great getting to know Sherri.
Okay.
If there are other things that you all want to know
But
about
not too
Sherri,
personal.
put it in the comments below the episode or DM us. Do whatever you want to do. We just want you all to engage. So
Yes.
thank you very much,
Thank
Miss
you,
Sherri, for
Miss LaShonne. Appreciate it.
engaging me in those questions. So again, a little bit about Sherri. The next episode will be a little bit about me. And hopefully from there, we will be able to curate content that keeps you all engaged. So thank you, Sherri, for sharing nuggets about yourself, about your life,
Well, thank you.
all the things. It was interesting to get to know you a little bit better.
Thank you.
And to you all, if you all want to know anything else about Sherri, DM us.
Yes.
Or put it in the comments below the episode, whatever you choose to do. And so, with that, we want to remind you all that we are. Do you want to remind them that
Yes, that we are on Spotify, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram,
and YouTube?
and YouTube. And that's it.
Yes. So make sure you all subscribe to the YouTube channel and like, share, and follow us on all those platforms. And with that, thank you all for joining us.
Thank you so much. And thank you, LaShonne, for being so delicate with me on the first, the inaugural episode.
Enjoy it because we're going to dig. We're going to dig in.
Okay. Well, you were gentle with me, so I appreciate that.
Well, all right.
I'm looking forward to the journey.
Yes.
And looking forward to meeting you all.
Same here. All right. If there be nothing else,
ain't nothing else.
We will see you all on the next episode of
Two Chicks, One Vibe. Ciao.
Ciao.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Two Chicks, One Vibe. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to like, share, and follow on all social media platforms and Spotify. Let us know what you think in the comments, and we will see you all on the next episode.